my journey if you care for the truth. I am a truth seeker, Ex-Shia, and ex-Muslim. Thank you so much.
Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. As usual, come to help the Muslims see for themselves and decide. Sometimes it seems like it's really difficult to do this. um, so this is not, if this is not enough, then I think someone needs to do more to help the Muslims. I was able to say this properly in my previous live stream, 3 hours and some minutes, 20 minutes or so. Actually, you see, I am abnormal in some ways, but you know, when a blind man, if I lose my eyesight, they say, then the other senses become stronger. So something happened to me that I can't pinpoint in my life that I could see and leave Islam, Shia Islam too, right? Seeing the contradictions and things in the Quran, especially first and foremost, and then the tafsirs. So now I can go through the Shia tafsirs, Sunni tafsirs. I've been going. Quran.com did make it easy, like for Maududi's footnotes on ayats. I sometimes used to check that later on, but concentrating mostly on the Quran ayats. However, it's not like I've not seen the Shia tafsir on Surah Tahrim ayat, for example, right? The only thing was that on Surah Ahzab ayahs, they were telling me, or Surah Tawbah ayahs, that you should, the Muslims coming here saying, you should read the tafsir this or read the whole Quran. And you see, when you want to know about a certain topic, you don't have to read the whole Quran to do that, right? You need the topic. Even in medical, we have experts here, right? So if your ear is hurting, you go to a ear expert. You go to ENT. Better to go to an expert. So I don't have to read the whole Quran. Like if I'm discussing the will of Allah and the will of human beings, for example. So Muslims doing this, and I think you Muslim, or now, someone saying again and again, even a Shia, that you don't read it in context, or you read the Quran according to the Sunni. But first and foremost, we must. You have not been told properly how to read the Quran. First and foremost, like even our Imams have said, Shia Imams, and even in Shia Islam, the hadith they take of Prophet Muhammad is that if my sayings or doings are against the Quran ayats, then reject them. Reject them. So, if you're reading a hadith of the Imam, which is against the Quran ayat, you're supposed to reject it, not try to fit it in, right? The way I think you have done, even fitting in the contradictions. Shias also. So this, and then blaming. A lot is at stake. Blaming me, blaming Shias here, like Saklan Haider, Muhammad Jafar. Absolute nonsense. He's told me. This Muhammad Jafar. Saklan Haider killed softly killing. So stubborn. Was here. I was throwing up. He gave me such, like the nervous shock that I'm in. It tripled. It increased, and I had to throw up many times. He came on the live chat, Saklan. Daimur is another Shia. So I'm not saying, you see, but that I'm not abnormal, but you're not supposed to, but in this, you're not supposed to use my abnormal. Okay, I may be abnormal in life, other things, But see, this is not like you're not supposed to tell me here that you're mentally ill and close down. Who has given you like that, right? No personal attacks. This for the public, the world, Muslims all over the world. This is a very this is when I say that I think something's wrong with you, right? In this case, holding on to this religion, this is totally unhealthy for the world and for you, Muslims. Totally, absolutely unhealthy. A lot is at stake also, human rights, women's rights, all that. Exploitation of this. Anyways, for example, now, you shall not kill yourselves. So I will be coming back to this ayat, Surah 4 ayat 29, and I'm in a lot of pain, so, but I chose to come now live stream. So here Allah says, do not kill yourselves. Now you will want to put it in context, right? Against the positive one that where Allah says, kill yourselves. Yeah. If Allah had enjoined that you kill yourself, Allah is being positive about this here. But there he's being negative. He's saying, do not kill yourselves. Allah is to you ever merciful. So if hardships come, okay, let's say you take this in context, right? So you want, okay, if hardships come on me, I'm going to take it like this. Do not kill yourselves. Indeed, Allah is to you ever merciful. Right? So you're taking it in context. Do not consume one another. Do not kill yourselves, right? But there, okay, so here you would say this is in context to what? Oh, to the hardship. So you have believed, do not consume one another's wealth unjustly, but only this about unjust consumption of wealth of others. This is misappropriation of wealth of others, right? Theft, common law act, theft act 1968. I just studied London long time ago. Just remembered, sorry, just not studied. Not able to say this, sorry, properly. Do not consume one another's wealth unjustly. So now you see about this, do not kill yourselves. Why? Just because you could be in, what was it, hardships coming on you. That's why Allah saying, do not kill yourselves. Indeed, Allah is to you ever merciful. No, we cannot use that context here. It's just generally, do not kill yourselves. Indeed, Allah is to you ever merciful. Right? So Allah is to you ever merciful. You should never kill yourselves. Don't kill yourselves. Now, and in this context, generally you should take it. It's not right to kill yourselves. In any circumstance, any condition, it is not right for you to kill yourselves. Surah 4, Surah Nisa 29. You get it? Now, if you tell me to read this in context, Allah doth wish to lighten your difficulties, okay? For man was created weak. Right? So, under no circumstances should Allah say that killing yourselves is good. That if I authorized killing yourself, that you should kill yourselves. And the word here is taqtulu. Taqtulu. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Get the volume down. Right? So, if hardships come, you would say, how are you reading this in? I'm not prepared for this, but I'm doing this for now. roughly, and then I will try to refine it. More prepared later on. But for now, roughly, yeah, we're looking at this. See, please cooperate. Please be with me here and focus on the ayat, on the topic, on the point I'm on. Please. Do not consume. Man is created weak. So Allah wanted to lighten your difficulties, right? So, like, for example, shouldn't he have said, like, Sri Ravi Shankar ji? I just came online. I just came across online. Just again, my favorite word, I think. A long time ago, said, "Give your worries to me. You just don't worry about anything." To every one of his disciples, devotees. Give all your worries to me, like Mother Teresa said. Give all your worries to God. No, sorry. Give all your weaknesses to God, right? Look at the contradiction. Against Surah 4, same Surah, the ayat comes a bit later. Had he enjoined upon them, slay yourselves, kill yourselves. Say international. Same thing, yeah? And the same word. The form, a little bit different because it's you, them, oktulu, kill. Oktulu. Oktulu. Kill yourself. If Allah is saying, if I had decreed upon them to kill, or you to kill yourselves, or them, or go forth from your homes. Okay, this is not important, this part. Not they would have done it. They would not have done it had I decreed it on them. Kill themselves. This one point, kill themselves here. Why would Allah decree such a thing in even for war? When a war, kill yourselves. In war, you get killed by another, unlivened by another. This is actually kill yourselves in what? Leave your homes and kill yourselves. Kill yourselves or go forth from homes. Ukhruj. So, is this right? If I had done this, a few would have done this. A few. Now, a few of you are still holding on to this religion. Right? You want to be retarded like this? Abnormal. This is not out of the ordinary, extraordinary. This is abnormal stuff. Why? I'm not saying it. This is wrong. Your Allah is saying it's not right. He's so merciful. He's merciful. Ever merciful. Most merciful. Some would, okay, Shias would say just ever compassionate. The ever word, okay. Compassionate, merciful, right? Yourselves. Do not kill yourselves. Indeed, Allah is to you merciful. Allah would never then say, because Allah is saying, I'm so merciful, you should, or merciful, just merciful. You should not be killing yourselves. Forget what my mistake is. Forget me and mine. Just take me as reading and question, showing you the contradictions. Now, if you're going to bring in reasons, oh, that here Allah means man is created weak. So do not kill yourselves. I am merciful. Right? To you. Then just look at this. Why don't you read it like this? The way I'm reading it, because the way Allah has put it here. It's the way Allah has put it here. And if we had decreed, just focus, pay attention, pay attention. Yes, we can question it, but sticking to what Allah has said here, the words of Allah, not what tafsirs, not your own reasoning right now, because Allah has Himself given a reason. Man is created weak in Surah Nisa, and do not kill yourselves. Allah is merciful to you, and Allah moreover. Wait, man is created weak. Allah wants to relieve your burdens, relieve you. So do not kill yourselves. Allah is merciful to you. What does this tell you? Surah Nisa. Now we come to Surah Nisa 66. And if we had decreed upon them, I know there's a if there. He didn't decree upon them. I know. But Allah is saying here, if we had decreed upon them, kill yourselves or leave your homes. They would not have done it, except for a few of them. Oh, with what fervor your Shias are following Hussein, right? Because the few are these, Hussein, Imam Hussein, kind, and his family members, male, and friends. But if they had done what they were instructed, it would have been better for them and a firmer position. Strengthen them in faith, whatever ambiguity. Wait, first just look at this. Let's not read the brackets also. Has Allah conveyed what He's trying to say to you? Do you understand? Just by reading the ayats first. Don't tell me how to take the ayats. Just what in itself is. What is in itself. You see, Prophet Muhammad also prayed to Allah. We were told that, oh Allah, make me see things as they are for itself. Now Allah should convey what it means in itself, right? Not someone explaining to you that there it means He wants to relieve the burdens. A man is created weak. He created man weak, right? And also see that He created man. So He created man weak. He knows it. And He wants to relieve your burdens. So do not kill yourselves. Allah is to you merciful. Now here Allah saying this way, we enjoined upon them, had we enjoined upon them, say yourselves. Let's just keep to say international. And if we had decreed upon them, kill yourselves or leave your homes, especially this one, kill yourselves, they would not have done it, not la, right? I'm going slow. And if we had decreed on them that kill yourselves or go forth from your homes, not ma, they would have done it. Hello, Sufyan Rashid. Welcome back. Last time you were saying that I'm out of context. I mean, I'm not reading this in context. So, Sufyan, brother, please take help. 16-year-old, you're too young. Send your father or someone. Now, please tell me, am I reading it in the wrong context or what? And what is your context for this? What is Allah's context? Please explain to me, if you can, here in the live chat. And if we had decreed upon them, if, I'm saying, if, I'm reading out if, kill yourselves or leave your homes, they would not have done it. There Allah is saying, don't kill yourselves. Allah is merciful, man is made weak, human beings are made weak, and Allah wants to relieve your burden. Isn't that a contradiction? Isn't Allah contradicting himself? In the same surah, earlier ayat of this surah, he says, do not kill yourselves. Now will you apply context to this? Please tell me, where are you coming from? I mean, in your thoughts, like what context will you apply and say this is right? What your religious scholars have applied. I don't want to read the tafsirs now. So they, and it's very positive here, Allah saying, if Allah decreed to kill yourselves, very positive. A few would have done it, but if they had done what they were instructed by Allah, meaning to kill yourselves, it would have been better for them and a firmer position. Strengthen them. Kill yourselves. Excuse me. Sorry about this. The cough is there. Tell me. He's being positive about this. Kill yourselves. It will be better for you. It will be firmer in position for you, strengthening you. What the Arabic word is strengthening. Stronger and stronger strengthening. Better also. Khairan. Khair. Huh? Please tell me, brother, I think, do you get it? Young brother is here, 16 years old. Do you get the contradiction between Surah 4 ayat 66 and Surah 4 ayat 29? I've read the previous ayat, right? And Allah wants to lighten for you, and mankind was created weak. Oh, you have believed. Now, even for those who have believed, do not kill yourselves. Indeed, Allah is to you ever merciful. After having said this, as he has, and it's 29th verse of Surah Nisa, can anyone go and say this? And if we had decreed upon them, kill yourselves or leave your homes, they would not have done it, except for a few of them. But if they had done what they were instructed, it would have been better for them and a firmer position. No, no one in the right mind would have done this, said this. So this Allah that you are following and not wanting us to criticize or critical appreciation, do anything, otherwise it's blasphemy. This Allah is not in the right mind, in his right mind. Do you see this? Sound, he's not in his sound mind. You see, when he told, about those, no, Abraham and Lut's people. He said, Lut said, you are not in your sound mind, right? Why did he say that? I can't find the verse in that way, but maybe the Ahmadi Quran translation was, Lut told these people that you are not in your sound mind, right? So you need to have a sound mind to put things in order, do justice, uh, think logically, not go into contradictions, crookedness. You need to be in your sound mind, right? Now, when your Allah is not in his sound mind, he's contradicting himself here. We can see between Surah 4, ayat 29 and Surah 4, ayat 66. How are you taking him? Believing in him? 29. Yeah. Huh? Please see this. Uh, sound mind. Wait, let me just find a. Okay, Quran will not give you a clear definition of what is sound mind, but I think Lut told his people, you are not in your sound mind. Sound mind. Let's see if I can get a Quran ayat. So this is, dear Muslims, this is not sound mind, right? Before we go to Shias also, before we go to Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein, look Allah here, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein. Please see about this. Generally, human beings are created weak. Ali is not created weak. Muhammad is not created weak. Fatima, this is not about Fatima, Ali, Hussein, Hassan, right? Agreed? 100%? Your channel name should be Zahra Ex Muslim Shia Truth Seeker 1. It is, yes. P. Thank you for being here. Are you first time coming here? Welcome and thank you for being here. Yeah. Ex-Shia. Why not Ex-Shia? Because I want to help the Shias also. Yes, Sufyan Rashid. Hi. Oh, P. No, ex-Shia also, because you see, there are not many ex-Muslims helping the Shias to leave Islam. They're mostly helping the Sunnis leave Islam. And the Sunnis then can come to Shia Islam. There is this danger. So that's why I put ex-Shia here. I'm an ex-Shia, not a Shia. That's why. My work decides what I put here, not what you decide for me or what I decide for myself. But the aim of my work decides. You're asking me which ayah you should read for what? So the concept of a sound mind in the Quran is often associated. So you're out of, I don't know, you're out of the topic, Sufyan Rashid. The concept of sound mind in the Quran is often associated with having a sound heart. A sound heart, not a sound mind, free from spiritual diseases and focused on sincere devotion to Allah. Several verses highlight the importance of reason. So, reason comes from the heart here. Okay, let's take that. Let's go with them. Reflection and understanding in Islam, often linking these mental faculties to the heart. So, okay, understood. AI overview, thank you for the summary. Very good, very good. I appreciate it. Right? The sound mind. So, do you have any sense? Surah Baqarah at 44, generally, right? Sorry, Rashid brother, stay on the topic. Uh, I don't have to answer that, P. Right now, stay on the topic. Any questions apart from this topic, I will not answer. Sorry, P. Here. So sound mind. Surah 2, Ayat 44. Please concentrate, cooperate. If you do not cooperate here with me, I will have to time you out or even then ban you. Okay, or put it on. Okay, I need to also put this on slow mode. These trolls here seems like they're trolls. They're not sticking to the topic. Participants, only subscribers. And putting it on slow mode. Just a minute, please. Sorry about this. Okay, so Surah Baqarah at 44, have you no sense? So even through the heart, uh, Islam says heart is where you reason, you think, and you use logic, right? So meaning, if you're using reason, you all know this, right? When you're using reason, not the hikmat, not wisdom. Allah says use your akal. And there may be higher stages of akal. But for now, from the lower akal to the higher akal, we need to use logic. Start with logic. Okay? We need to start with logic. The lower from nursery, ABCD. Reason and how do you come to a reasonable, like in common law, a reasonable, what would a reasonable man do in this circumstance? Right? Reason and logic. Logic because we have to use the heart's logic. They are related cognitive processes, right? So we have to use these cognitive processes in the beginning to find out if there are contradictions in the Quran ayahs or not. Like Allah has said, reflect on the Quran. If there are much contradictions, it would be from other than Allah. So we have to use our cognitive faculties. Reason is a broader mental ability that involves forming judgments, making inferences, and understanding also. O people of understanding, the Quran appeals to also. Logic, on the other hand, is a more specific system of rules and principles used to evaluate the validity of arguments. Yeah, okay. So a little bit I'm wrong. Reason, when reason should be used for the Quran ayahs and when logic can be used, but it is a part of this cognitive process, the intellect, right? Think of reason as the overall capacity to think, while logic is a tool or method within that process. So we can use logic, on the other hand, is a more specific system of rules and principles used to evaluate the validity of arguments and draw conclusions. Thank you, AI overview. Really appreciate it. So this is help for the Muslims who care, who, if you are not able to grasp this, then I think you need further help. Sorry, I cannot help you break this down to nursery. The sorry, the first step you should take to find out, not reading it through Shia side, Sunni side, right? How to read the Quran when the Imams say, if our sayings go against Quran ayahs, reject them. When Prophet Muhammad has said, Shias have taken that, if my sayings and what I do go against Quran ayahs, reject it. So, this also. So, we cannot take the Shia tafsir to understand what Allah is trying to say in these Quran ayats. It just requires here, for what should it require here? The Sunni side of interpretation, the Shia side of interpretation, or just general? What Allah Himself is trying to say here. Huh? Very obvious what Allah is trying to say here, right? Direct. These are not metaphorical verses. Surah Al Imran, verse 7, that we need to go to those Shia way who have knowledge, who are, very deep in knowledge in about this. We don't need to go to those Imams. Do we need to go to the Imams to understand these two ayats? Surah Nisa 29 and Surah Nisa 66? Or is Allah sufficient in this, conveying what He has conveyed here? Huh? A lot is at stake. Human rights violations by Sunni and Shia Islam. This is unacceptable for us. Okay, I am abnormal in many ways in my life, but here in this, I'm not. I can see the abnormality of Allah. Because perhaps my other senses, the sense of logic has risen, has become more better. I hope yours too becomes more better, and you can see this Allah is not is not in harmony, is saying one thing there, another thing here, right? So he's contradicting himself. So Muslims, see this. So it's very obvious what Allah is saying here, contradicting himself in another ayat, same surah. Now, Allah says here, I have, the ayats are in detail. The Quran is in detail. The Quran is clear and in detail. In detail. The Quran emphasizes its own clarity and detailed nature in numerous verses. AI overview, thank you. So in certain places, Shias, you don't need religious scholars, right? You don't need imams tafsirs. Imam's sayings for the tafsirs. You don't need Prophet Muhammad's tafsir for the sayings. He has revealed to you, O Prophet, the book in truth, confirming what came before it, as he revealed the Torah, the Gospel, in detail. Where's that other ayat I found? Follow what is allegorical. The Quran is clear and unambiguous, says. Surah 27, ayat 1. These are the verses of the Quran and a clear book. So first, what Allah sent on Prophet Muhammad's heart, given here, at least these Quran ayats which are clear. He says the Quran is clear. Like sorry. Then he says there are ambiguous ayats. Surah 27, ayat 1. This could be, let me just see, could it be a contradiction in itself? Oh God. I can't find that. I recently found it. The book Quran is a clear book, detailed. Tasin, these are the verses of the Quran and a book clear, Mubin. Okay, here it's clear. Anything about detail as guidance and good tidings for the believers. So this Quran is also a guidance and good tidings for the believers and clear, Mubin. That makes and a clear book. Some put it. Tasin, these ayatu verses of the Quran and a book clear. So in English, written in English, this would be Tasin, these are the verses of the Quran and a clear book, or the Sahih International or Maududi, Tasin, these are the verses of the Quran and a clear book. These are the verses of the Quran, a book that makes things clear, Yusuf Ali, right? Quran. How would you read it? How would you read it to understand it? If you say you have a problem reading and understanding it yourselves, and you have to go to your religious scholars and the tafsirs, then it's against Quran ayat, which says this Quran ayat, Surah Namal ayat. How do you read that in context? Tell me. To what? The method given in the Quran is what? To understand the ayats. Quran. Please see this. Quran, I will give you the answer. Is in detail. Explained, expound. Explained in detail. Where's that at? Also, not only clear, but explained in detail. And it should not have ambiguity, meaning. So, let me see, just, it's believed to be a fully detailed book, particularly regarding religious law and guidance. Shall I seek other than God as a source of law when He has revealed to you this book fully detailed? Huh? To those who do right is, oh, let me just search this out. 36 at 114. Should you understand the Quran ayahs, the Shia way, the Shia method, or the Sunni method? Say then, is it other than Allah? Yes, it came on Prophet Muhammad, but when I have shown you that Prophet Muhammad himself did some hanky panky in Surah Tahrim, right? Through Surah Tahrim ayat and other ayats, then, and Allah doesn't say, look at Prophet Muhammad and know that this here in that ayat, he says, reflect on the Quran. If there are much contradictions, and you're saying, I'm going to start if you tell me, I'm going to start the way the Shias have told me, Imam Ali has told me, Prophet Muhammad has told Imam Ali. No, Allah Himself hasn't said this in Surah Nisa ayat. Reflect on the Quran. If there are much contradictions, it would be from other than Allah. So He must have given you the power to reflect, ponder, use that cognitive process to reflect first and foremost, like that, not through Shia or Sunni side, method, style. Say then, is it other than Allah I should seek as judge, while it is He who has revealed to you the book, explained in detail. And those to whom we gave the scripture know that it is sent down from your Lord in truth. So never be among the doubters. Surah Anam ayat 114. This part is important for now. Explained in detail. Book in detail. Explained in detail. Explained in detail. And the people of understanding would understand what Allah is trying to tell them. Has Allah told you to go to an imam, to go to even the one He revealed it on? Is Allah telling you to go to him to understand the Quran? What are my words? Or this? Finding contradictions? No. Reflect on the Quran. He's given you the right. Much contradictions? So when you are able, when you come of age to understand, of understanding and grasping the Quran ayahs, do your own research and see if there are contradictions. Right? That's what you should do, Sufyan Rashid. No one told you this, but so when you come of age, you do your own research, then come here. When you can, when you have the capacity, cognitive processing capacity to find out what is contradictions and even the definition of contradiction, inconsistency, you should yourself embark upon this to find out if Quran ayats have contradictions. Quran has contradictions or not. And no, please don't call me a Shia. It is an Ex-Shia. Again, P or anyone coming here, saying this: misinterpretation, differences in context, or the use of figurative language. What is this? Yeah. Whilst AI overview, see how easy life has been made, facilitate for people. But I don't know why some Muslims, when it's academic, you use AI overview. When it's emotional, you don't use AI overview. Please see, differentiate. Furqan, Allah has given you discretion. While some find apparent contradictions within the Quran, many argue that these perceived inconsistencies are due to misinterpretations, differences in context, or the use of figurative language. Well, Allah should not have used figurative language in the first place. As He says, it's clear, the Quran is clear, mubin, clear book. Scholars and apologists often provide explanations to reconcile these apparent contradictions. It cannot be denied that there are inconsistencies, perceived inconsistencies, and apparent contradictions in the Quran. Cannot be denied. There are grammatical mistakes, errors, there are scientific errors in the Quran that also cannot be denied. Of course, there is the, perhaps you will find that it's true, the saltish sea and the sweet sea do not mix. But this is, but the errors, okay, if one thing is right, even a human being can, investigator can make mistakes 100 and have one thing, in one thing right, like I have in my life, all this abnormality, but on this, I'm saying I'm not wrong. Finding out that my Shia Islam is also wrong, and I'm an ex-Shia, and I will be an ex-Shia, and I've put it here as an ex-Shia. I'm an ex-Shia. This is what my work tells you, because I'm not like those ex-Muslims who are concentrating, right? Again, please, how many times have, or this Peshawari, or who are you? Please stop this nonsense, Peshawari. Don't dirty me. I'm not a liar. I am an ex-Shia and will be an ex-Shia for the rest of my life, whether the Shias want to kill me or whatever. I'm an ex-Shia, ex-Muslim. Don't put me with those liars, with Prophet Muhammad and Ali and Fatima and Hassan and Hussein. Oh. Now this Zalmi is scared to come with his own name because I found his shop, and my country is not going to help me. I will go on WhatsApp and give it to them. These Peshawaris, Zalmi, shop, Shias, whoever you are. Because I know that Zalmi told me in the beginning, I remember what he told me. Sell lipsticks and all this. what do you call it? Makeup items for females. So what is this Zalmi doing? He's got a shop of his own. I'm ex-Shia. Don't put me to these corrupt criminals who are, and you are followers, you Shias also, are followers of these corrupt criminals who give a lie to Allah. Allah has called them mujrim, are mujrim. Quran ayats. And recently also I was thinking of Bahrain, what the Shias have done. They want freedom of expression. I cannot tell you this. If you ask me like this, Sufyan, sorry. Yes, oh no, I don't know. I can only tell you that I have Irani blood, like I told you last time, and I have little bit of Irani blood, a lot of Pakistani blood, unfortunately. And if recent times, a little bit maybe, but originally we were all from perhaps Muhammad Qasim. I don't know, Arab blood I have or not. A little bit of Arab blood. So who does more wrong than he who forges a lie against Allah or denies his ayats? Surah Yunus ayat 17. Please stick to the topic, brother. How many times, Rashid brother, I have told you don't ask me personal questions. Please. What is wrong with you people? Trolls. Now I'll have to time you out. Another personal question. Please, why are you interested about where I am? Answer me now. Surah Yunus ayat 17. So P, I'm not with the mujrim. There's ample proof that they are mujrims. Prophet Muhammad and even his progeny. Ample proof I've gotten from the Quran ayats. And now their tafsirs. Right? So please write in English. I can't read this. It's very difficult for me. In Urdu. I've given ayats numbers, Sufyan, Rashid. You don't want to concentrate. So sorry. I have given ayats numbers. Surah 4 ayat 66 and Surah 4 ayat 29. Contradiction between them. Allah. How many times, brother? How many times do I have to give you? The ayats numbers, I've even give you surah's numbers. Where is your mind, brother? Sorry. I've shown you the ayats on the screen. Yes. What else did I tell you? Did you understand it or not? No, because you're saying I have not given you two ayats numbers. De dijiye, meaning I have not given you. So please. Okay, what else can I give you that I haven't given you? Huh? That I haven't explained. Also, you give me 2 verses of the Quran which are in contradiction. Yes, yes. I give you 2 verses of the Quran which are in contradiction. Very good. Now, you see the contradiction or not? You told me that I'm out of context. Now, you explain to me with that, about that. Yeah, my English very bad. But I speak in English. The only thing I know, I'm literate in. Okay, brother, now give me what out of context. Please explain. Last night, also in 3 hour after you came, I did another. I get stuck here. I have to be careful. I not get stuck. Now you tell me how we read. You now educate me, please, brother Rashid. How we read Surah 4 ayat 66 and Surah 4 ayat 29 in context so they do not contradict, although there is seemingly a contradiction. Please tell me. You know, I also not able to, I'm not good. Don't be embarrassed, yeah? I just get frustrated. I have my own weakness here. Now, Bahrain Shias, you see, I say, why not appeal to the king? Bahrain Shia, I find many videos on YouTube. Expression, now on this. We want freedom of expression. Bahrain Shias, you want the freedom of expression and you cannot criticize the king of Bahrain. When can you criticize? Tell me where in your religion that you can criticize any leader, Muslim leader. Where in Sunni, you must follow the Sunni. If you're in a Sunni state country, you must follow the Sunni state country law. As the Irani ayatollahs, grand ayatollahs would want you to follow and would want the Sunnis to follow the Shia laws in Iran, right? So, like it is say here, you see. And then you're saying freedom of expression, how to. I'm also very, very bad in this. Let me give you Surah 33, ayat 60 and 61. No, Shia and Sunni, you are not allowed. In Quran, it not to say also, right? That you say to a Muslim leader, a Muslim king coming also in Surah Baqarah ayat. Allah approve of that what is written in the Bible. Kings can be made, Muslim kings. So if the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is disease and those who spread rumors in Al-Madinah, in city, do not cease this for all times, Quran for all times. This law of Allah, this way of Allah. Surah 33 coming, ayat 62. We will surely incite you against them, and then they will not remain your neighbors therein except for a little. Thank your lucky stars. I mean, yes, lot of you were killed, right? Unlived in Bahrain. Thank your lucky stars. What happened to these Jews of Yathrib did not happen to you. If civil war break out, the king and his army, Muslim army, what he can do to you, Shias, and then take you like Safiya bint Huway, Prophet Muhammad take, as his wife, and the other Sahabas of his take you as sex slaves, like Jawaria and the rest, fell into the hands of the Sahaba of Prophet Muhammad. Thank your lucky stars that the king of Bahrain did not do this to you. And what freedom of expression, the YouTube videos, Shias of Bahrain saying, we want the freedom of expression. Where freedom of expression in Iran, where the true Shia Islam has been implemented, 12er, true 12er Shia. Where is their freedom? If you say anything against the leader, Ayatollah Khomeini, you get unleavened. You could go to prison. Even the Shia themselves saying anything against the Ayatollah, the moderate Shias of Iran, or criticizing where they are allowed, they're not allowed. Now, you could have come in this category in Bahrain and what now accursed wherever they are found, seized, and massacred completely. You know how some Muslims can take this ayat. Thank your lucky stars, Shias, that the king of Bahrain did not do this to you. Because according to Sunni Islam, Shias are disbelievers. Truly, if the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease and those who stir up sedition in the city, Bahrain does not allow these kind of protests on the streets, public protests. Even if the Sunnis did it, they would have done the same thing to them. Anyone here in the Middle East, if a Pakistani, they asked Bangladeshis, Muslims also, not to do protests, hold public protests, because put in jail for how long, how many years? Maybe for life. So even if a Sunni did it, they would do the same thing. I saw a video on YouTube, Bahraini Shia saying we want freedom of expression, for God's sakes. If you had asked Prophet Muhammad, the Yathrib people didn't have freedom of expression, Jews. The Christians didn't have freedom of expression, and there is no freedom of expression in Islam. Where's the freedom of expression? Not even in Shia Islam is there freedom of expression. If you disobey your husband, he can hit you on the third count after disciplining you. First, talking to you, then leaving your bed, then hit you, strike you. Yudrib, forgot that Arabic word, strike. Strike the very fingertips from there, ayat. I get the meaning of it. So I don't have to go to Sunni tafsir or Shia tafsir on the meaning of Yudribu. Surah 4 or ayat 34. See, now you could have been massacred with a complete massacring, put your lives risked. What this? For freedom of expression, which is not in Shia Islam even. Anything say against Prophet Muhammad is considered rumor. Sick hearts and hypocrisy. Even Only hypocrites, being hypocrites in Yathrib, Medina city, is a crime. You massacre, what did it mean? Massacre. It is such a crime unforgivable. Meaning Allah would enable you, stir you against them, the hypocrites, and those in whose hearts is a disease. So please be wise, sensible. Don't do that in a Sunni state where even if the Sunnis did it in a group, they would be. But thank God in Bahrain, the king didn't do this, like a prophet did in his time. And it is Allah's way. If there is a tafsir, Shia tafsir, leave it, reject it, because this is the established way of Allah with those who passed on before. And you will not find in the way of Allah any change. Reject the Shia tafsir that in Prophet's time there's not an example furnished that he did this. This is the way of Allah, established way of Allah. And you will not find any change in the way of Allah. Getting people killed, risking your lives, public security, and all that. Other Shias' lives, hyping them up. No. Be true to yourselves. Forget yourselves here for this religion. Be true to your religion. Forget yourselves. Kill yourselves and be true to your religion. This is what Allah prefer for you. But you don't want to do that. And then the Shias have, through the help of these liars, mujrim, and the main mujrim being Prophet Muhammad. Contradictions. So many. Now in Jordan, king of Jordan in Amman, they have decided all of you are Muslims, whether Ismailis, whether 12 Shias. So why you come to common terms, like Allah said to the scriptures, oh God, to those who are given the scriptures before this, al-Kitab. Come to a common term. See, find a common thing. And even your enemy become your bosom friend. So respect the laws of the Sunni state. King Saul, I keep so a king was appointed. And even I think Yusuf, Hadrat Yusuf become king. A king was appointed. Allah give the story. Appointment. Sorry about this. Yeah, I'm so terrible myself. But see, I get this right. I may have many retardations. I have many. But I get this right. How can I help you? Much is at stake. You unnecessarily put your lives at stake in Bahrain, Shias, when you should also be waiting for Imam Mahdi. Keep your peace. When he is in occultation, he's not helping you. And this man is calling Boris Johnson. Call the Imam then on the roof of the embassy, consulate. The Shia is calling in Bahrain. Boris Johnson, Boris Johnson. So, Talut, sorry. The appointment of sorry, maybe even I start to now, what that word? Totla. Sufyan Rashid, you know the word Totla in English, stammering. So, two people, Tias, Talut's appointment. They questioned it, highlighting their beliefs that they were more deserving of kintip. Now I'm becoming lot of stress in my mind. I go, come later. I think I need a break. I'm becoming more retarded. Okay, sorry. I had to go. I oh, too much struggle. I need to take a break. Let me have some tea here if there's any left. So you tea. Now, oh, that the video, yeah. Now he say why? He called, you be wise, sensible, don't do these things, respect the country's rules, for God's sakes. Now he hide in the embassy. But okay, you say for what? Human rights or freedom of expression? We don't have freedom of expression, even in Shia Islam. You know, one lady, young girl I meet in London, she tell me that Khomeini, unlived, her uncle, I meet in hostel. She come talk to me in my room, hostel room. Irani. What the freedom of expression when Khomeini killed a Shia who was a writer only. Did not write a thing against Khomeini, but was a free writer, like a freelance, killed. Sorry, unlived. I heard it from, oh, I can't give you evidence. Yeah, I can't give you the evidence. Yeah, here, how will you believe me? They tried to throw me off the roof of the Bahraini embassy, exiled. Vice News Channel. This Bahraini man. He go on the roof of the Bahraini embassy and he shout, "Stop the king!" Boris Johnson, right? Then maybe the Prime Minister, yeah, of UK. Oh my God! You create chaos in Bahrain against the law. Please follow. Even Ismaili Imam tell his Ismailis, if you are in Canada, London, follow the Queen of England's laws, follow the country's laws. Even the Ismaili Imam will tell his Ismaili Shias to follow Middle East countries' laws, Bahrain's laws. Respect and follow, please. Don't do this to yourselves. This even against Islam. What even Ismaili Imam, what his great grandfathers do until when? In Iran, Baha'is were persecuted. They wanted to kill the unliving the Bab. Baha'is had no rights. Let alone the Sunnis of Safavid time, Ismail the first time. What are you doing? Go appeal to the king of Bahrain first. Be good, be strong, be courageous. First and foremost, what did even Allah say to Moses? Go speak gently to Pharaoh, kind. Be true to your Islam. Kill yourselves, Allah say. But only few would do this and be true. So Allah said to Moses, go speak kindly. You know how much, according to even the Bible, or what, Pharaoh? Okay, according to the Quran, sorry. How much zulm? I think it's in detail somewhere in the tafsirs or what, Islamic history. Pharaoh do so much zulm. I even, oh yeah, when I was like, he makes slaves and he make them the work, labor, slave labor, you know, for how many years I'm thinking, watching that movie, looking at that, Allah allowed this because Allah has spoken against Moses in the Quran too. So I see an English movie on Moses' time, a pharaoh, he was a pharaoh. Yet Allah said to Moses, go to, say to Moses, go to Pharaoh, go to Pharaoh, and never for the life of me, and speak to him kind, gently, right? Kindly, in kind way. I just put it like this. See now, if I stammer, please forgive me. I will leave, but just for now. Oh, a lot of struggle in my head, neck, jaw, tight, stress, torture, tension. Speak to him gently. Perhaps he may be mindful or fearful. Get the Bahrain king to be fearful. But speak to him gently. Start like that. But you don't. You didn't. I can see it. It's very, very bad of you, Shias. And you got some Shias and live it. And King of Bahrain has apologized. But I have to see, I had to see if his apology was authentic, genuine. The ruler of Bahrain apologizes for killed victims in uprising. Why? How I see that? Through Quran ayahs. Now, more than that, I cannot, right? And I feel the Shias of Bahrain were wrong for this uprising. Completely wrong. Against their religion. Shia Islam also. Okay. Thank you. Next time, thank you, Rashid. Sorry, I cannot help you like this, right? Next time you come again, and please be more like, I show the screen, the eyes on the screen, you don't see it, you don't see the numbers that you don't hear. I don't know what you are trying to do. Sorry, I cannot help you like this if you do not cooperate with me. And stick to the topic, no personal questions, please. Also, stick to the topic, yeah? And you have not told me even now about you came back even after I put this on subscribers only mode. Thank you so much. But you know what? You have not told me how to read these two ayats in context so that they do not contradict. So it means the contradiction remains. Rashid brother, right? Thank you so much. I leave you. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for the subscription, Sufyan Rashid brother. I hope you will be coming back here, and so I may be able to help you next time. I'll try to behave myself. and to keep my patience with you. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, shall I leave you like this? Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time and attention here. Um,
So much.
Thank you so much. I'll be back.